Put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane. Touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain. WC Handy, won't you look down over me? Yeah, I got a first class ticket, but I'm as blue as a boy can be. But I'm walking in Memphis, walking with my feet 10 feet off the beat. Walking in Memphis, but do you feel the way I feel? Saw the ghost of Elvis on Union Avenue. Followed him up to the gates of Graceland, and I watched him walk right through. Now security did not see him.
What's up with it? Man, I found out what was swelling my face up. It was that lotion I was putting on my face. That was swelling my face up, bro. I think I'm allergic to the lotion that I put on my face. Cause I didn't put it on today. Now I just had dinner with all that salt, so my face is gonna swell up just a little bit right now. So I gotta stop putting the lotion on my face. Anyway, I wanna get down to the haters, man. What's up with it? What's up with it, Eric? What's up with it? Is that E Rich? E Rich, yeah. What's up with E Rich? Get down to the haters, man, because the haters, you know, they disguise as friends, man. You know, they pretend like they want the best for you, but really, they want you to fail in life, man, because they have failed. You know, like this woman that I've been taking care of, you know, giving her food and beer and stuff like that, buying her beer from store. But really, you know, she really was hating on me low key, you know, because as soon as I start talking about me getting some success, you know, then she starts getting upset. She got triggered by that, bro. Why would you get triggered about somebody talking about going after success and becoming better in life? Why would you get triggered? That's what started the argument between me and that girl. You feel what I'm saying? I got to put on some chapstick. You know what I'm saying? She would pretend to be my friend, but the moment I start talking about, like, you know, ambitious stuff, you know, the moment I start talking about ambitious stuff, then she breaks out into an argument. Talking about, why you gotta show off your money? How come we can't just leave? And this and that. I said, I don't wanna do that. I wanna rub it in people's face. Not online though, but, you know, Starbucks. Yeah, I talked about pulling up to Starbucks, you know, after I done had my success. I might pull up with boobs, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me go this way, man, because I don't want to see this bitch's face. I'm going to go the other direction. You know? But, you know, she got triggered. Meaning that secretly, she was praying on my downfall the whole entire time, bro. That I was hanging out with this ugly sub-5 bitch. You know what I'm saying? She was hoping I failed because she has failed in life. She'll never have a family. She ain't got no time. And I still got time. I'm 45 years old. I still got some time. I ain't got all the time in the world, but I got time. There's some time left. You feel what I'm saying? For her, it ain't no time left, bro. That's what she's pissed off about. And when I tell her about boobs, you know, she gets all, just I could tell that she's envious of me getting with boobs. What's up with it, man? I had to call the cops on her again, bruh. Cat. Yeah, I ain't fucking with that, bro. I'm good. Yeah, she tripped. I had to call the cops on her, man. She tried to attack me and shit. Yeah, it was last night. Night before last. Man. But secretly, she was praying on my downfall because she has no more time left. And like I said, when I talk about boobs, I can see it in her face, man, that she feel uncomfortable with me talking about, yeah, I'm about to have children. Once I get this bag, I'm gonna have children. And she's like, looking at you, I can see the blank stare in her face. And then during the argument, she was like, that girl, she don't like you. She just friendly. That's all it is. I'm like, not really. She's overly friendly. She stops and pauses and talks to me for at least a few seconds. That's how I know a female likes me, man. When they stop and talk to you and pause for about 4 or 5 seconds. Even if they're at work, they stop and pause and talk. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers, they think I'm stupid. They think I was born yesterday. Like I don't know if a girl likes me. Like the trolls that came around here and said that, they basically was what they call it. I got a new term for it. It's called soft shoe hating. Okay, but they hating, but they doing it on a low key vibe. You feel what I'm saying? They want to see you fail. Like I said, man, because they have failed throughout life and they don't want to see you prosper. You feel me? Wait. What's up with it, Captain Commander? And you can't talk about this to a lot of them haters, bro. You can't talk to them about it because it hurts their ears that you're able to like get money, start a family. Okay? Wait. They hate that, bro. I think I need water or something. They hate the fact that you can start over and you got time left. And they can't do the same. That's why when you get your success, man, you walk away, man, and never look back. Walk away, never look back. Don't ever share your success with anybody that could be low-key hating on you, man. And this is the thing is, they'll keep it bottled up until that alcohol gets into their system, and then they'll spill the beans. Like this broad, she kept it bottled up. The moment she got into some alcohol, and I said the wrong thing, which is find the success, she got upset about that, man. She got mad. She got real mad about that. That made her feel uncomfortable that I could just move on and start a family, and she cannot. Her time is up. She's 43 years old. Nobody's having a baby with that, bro. I even suggested maybe she should have a child. I don't want no kids. I don't want no kids. Yeah, right. Look at all them goddamn animals you got around you. Ain't that a fucking cope that you got going on right now with all them animals? The broad got 2 cats and 2 dogs with her. Ain't that a cope? And she drink from sun up. I mean, from sun up to sundown. She drink that much. Tonight, I'm sober. Tonight's a sober night. You know, you gotta be aware of the haters, bro. I can smell the haters from a mile away, bro. Like that one, like the few haters that came around and hated on my success with boobs. They'll play it down. They'll say, oh, she doesn't like you. She just being nice. And these are 20-year-old dudes talking. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm like, I know when somebody likes me, man. I wasn't born yesterday, bro. I know when females are giving you extra attention, bro. You know what I'm saying? She said hello to me multiple times today. Not one, not two, but 3 times. Passing back and forth to the bathroom. And she looks cute. I like her, man. She ain't what I normally would like, you know, with the body and stuff, man. But she does have a booty. It's not flat. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers, they want to hate on that. They can't stand it. Especially an older woman that's past her prime. And you messing with the young females, like, I mean, you're messing with a young female that's 22 years old, and they can't see how that's possible. How are you pulling her? How you old? You 45 years old? Like, have you seen my face lately? I'm not a sub-5 dude. I'm still a good-looking dude for my age. I'm still getting young females shooting their shot at me, bro. And they can't stand to hear that, and they can't stand to see it. You feel what I'm saying? It hurts their motherfucking ears to oblivion. Okay? You 45. You should be staying in your lane, bro. You should be dating them older women, not date women your own age. No, fuck you. I gotta have children. A 45-year-old woman can't fucking, you know, bear children like a 22 or 23-year-old woman can. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have children. No. I want the young females. You see, if me and Boobs got together, we wouldn't have children, by the way. We would travel first. You know what I'm saying? Travel around the globe a little bit. Experience different cultures together. You feel what I'm saying? And then after about a few years of dating, then we'll pop out the kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in a rush to have kids right now. I thought I was, but I'm like, God damn it. Once you get that bag, you're going to want to travel, Kel. You ain't going to want to be tied down to a baby. And I still got a few more years left, shit. See what I'm saying? They can't stand to see that shit, bro. How is it possible? How is he pulling a 22-year-old young hot tenderoni? Well, if you check my resume, I have always been a good-looking dude. Them looks don't leave because you're 45, man. And I work out. You can see that I'm buff. You look at me, you know, I'm not that tall, but you can tell that I work out just by looking at me. Simple as that. You feel what I'm saying? So all the trolls, I got my moderators tonight, man. You know, I got Captain Commander in here. I got 2 moderators. So if you say anything out of the ordinary, you're done for. You're finished. Like I said, when the moment you start coming out of the misery that you were in, the moment you start to come up, or even if you talk about coming up, they start to put their hate on. You feel what I'm saying? They start to put their hate on. Don't even talk about coming up. If I can't talk about coming up around you, I don't need to be around your motherfucking ugly ass. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I don't need to be around you. Your life is over. As you can see, this bitch had a cart. This bitch pulling 2 carts with animals in it, bro. That's sad. All I got is a backpack, and I got a bag for my sleeping bag and my umbrella. That's it. I don't push around buggies. This bitch got everything in that buggy. Animals, food, clothes. It's like, bitch, you are done deal. You was low-key hating the whole entire time. You was soft shoe hating. That's what I call it now. That's my new term for it. Soft shoe hating. It's like they beat around the bush, or they don't really, they throw little jabs out there, you know. They just can't stand to see you come up and stuff, man. Even if you get excited talking about coming up, they'll put you down, bro. You feel what I'm saying? They'll put your ass down in a heartbeat. You feel me? So we gotta work out some hardcore boobs training. boobs, you know, she make me feel good, bro. She been giving me all kinds of attention. I like that attention from her, man. I like that, man. So I've been doing extra cardio for boobs, so I can slim and trim down. You know, she ain't really my type though, because I like them taller with a bigger skull, longer legs, and a big behind. You know what I'm saying? But hey, something is better than nothing. Shit, man. It's always like that with a new Filipina that get hired at Starbucks, bro. Shorty pants, she was giving me all kinds of play, man. She don't give it to me that much no more, man. The interest has went down, you know. If you don't like move quickly, the interest of the female could die down, or there's still some interest there, but you haven't made no move toward her or nothing. So she just let it die, you know. But boobs, you know, her interest is still high. I can tell, man. She said hi to me 3 or 4 times today, man. Passing by on the way to the bathroom. You know, 1, 2, 3. I counted them, man. I was like, shit, yeah, this female, she like me, man. And them motherfuckers can't stand to see that, man. Especially some of these females when their time is up, and they see that you can move on with your life, and they're stuck in that rut that they gotta live in for the rest of their life. Like this female that I've been beefing with, she gotta live on the streets for the rest of her life, pushing a buggy with 3 or 4 animals in it, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, she gotta live like that for the remaining years of her life. She's a super alcoholic. She's more of an alcoholic than me, because I don't wake up just to get a drink in the morning, man. I get up, I go to Starbucks, I might have a bagel, I might have some orange juice, and the next time I might have a drink is around 6 p.m. You know, but this bitch is done for, because she drinks from sun up to sun down, coping with her situation. She'll never have a husband. She'll never have a boyfriend that's good to her. All her boyfriends want to beat her ass. I see why, though. I see why all your boyfriends want to beat the fuck out of you. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? But I got hope, and I'm very optimistic about the future, and she's not. Her life is over. You know what? More Christmases and Thanksgiving are gonna pass, and by the time, you know, in the future, I'll have a kid. You know, probably be knocked up. I probably will knock up boobs or something like that. I don't know why I said that. I probably might knock up boobs or something. Me and boobs start a family. We got Christmas. We spending time with each other and stuff like that. You know, I got my kids with me around Christmas, and we sharing a holiday and stuff, man. You know, and when they hear stuff like that, bro, when they hear you talking like that and you're able to move on, but they can't, it hurts them deeply, bro. Like I said, you can't do what us men do. We can have family, we can have kids until we die, bro. We can have fertile sperm until we die. You know, but women can't do the same. They don't get any second chances out here, yo. You feel me? They don't get no second chances. We get second chances, bro. Like I said before, we could fuck off our 20s. We could fuck off our 30s. We could clown around and like go to bars and party and stuff like that. But then we could get down to like, or we could get up to like 45 and then settle down and have a family. Nelly already settled down with Ashanti, but Ashanti is around 40 years old. I don't know why he married her or gave, I don't know why he knocked her up. But she's so old. I don't know why black men like them old women, bro. First it was Young Jeezy, and then now it's Nelly and Ashanti. It's like, come on, man. Get you a young girl, bro. And Nelly and Ashanti, they did have a baby together. But how long is that gonna last before he start looking at young females, and when she get past 50 years old and he's still drooling after them young females and she start losing them looks, what's gonna happen then? They're gonna split apart. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, the trolls are here, man. I know it. I know the haters are here. The haters is what they're preying on your downfall, bro. They want you to suffer like they have been suffering, man. A lot of cats are suffering, and they don't want you to get out of the barrel, bro. They don't want you to succeed in life. Like I said, they don't even want to hear you talking about succeeding. You need to stay shut. You need to keep your mouth closed about succeeding, because I can't succeed. That's how they think. I can't succeed, so misery loves company, man. You staying down on the ground with me, bro. So you ain't going nowhere. You staying right here. I'm like, oh, shit, I got ambition, baby. I got ambition. I'm going to get out of my situation, bro. I don't know about you, but I'm getting out of my situation. You feel what I'm saying? They don't wanna see you rise to the top, man. You feel me? They don't want that. They hate to hear you talk about that. They hate to see you even taking action. They'll talk about you and shit. Oh, he always playing them numbers, and he ain't won nothing yet. He only won $2,000. He still playing them numbers. He ain't gonna win. He ain't gonna win. Fuck that motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna win. He ain't gonna do this. He ain't gonna do that. Those people, you gotta cut him out, bro. You gotta cut these motherfuckers out, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta cut them out. They'll bring you down with them, bro. Her life is over. The female with the buggy, with the animals in it, her life is over, bro. She gotta spend the rest of her life into the day that she died, man, on the streets, pushing a buggy with a bunch of animals in it, bro. That's sad. That's sad. You feel what I'm saying? And me, I get to go off and start a family if I want to. Settle down. I get to go out and have a good Christmas with my children, my future children anyway, with my wife or my girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? I might be with boobs. You know what I'm saying? Me and her might be, I might have babies with her. I like them a little bit taller, though, with a bigger skull. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. I'll take her for right now. I can't say that, once I get the bag, I can tell that I'm going to be picky. A lot of men are. Men who got money and stuff like that, they become a lot picky, Once your options expand, you become picky as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take a pee. Shit. I'm the only YouTuber that takes a pee on live. I'm gonna put this over here. Hold on 20 seconds. This is a lesson to be learned, bro. Don't trust people around you, man. You know, don't trust anybody. You feel what I'm saying? Because they're nothing but of snakes and fakes that will that will stab you in the back the moment they get a chance. Stomp on your dreams. They'll stomp on your ideas or whatever because they're not doing anything, bro. Their life is finished. Like I said, when I told that female that I'm going to be having children in the future, she was uncomfortable about that because she can't do the same. She missed that chance of having children, bro. And it's over for her, bro. You feel me? It's over. You know. You know. You know. I appreciate it, Jackson. I don't have a bank account now, but later on, man, once I get a bank account, you can donate. I appreciate it, though. They don't want to see you win, bro. They don't want to see you surpass them in any way, any shape or form. And then when you do something for them, bro, it's not enough. They'll stab you in the back even though you did something for them, bro. That's why I'm against like getting rich and then coming back to give to the less fortunate. You know, like your friends around you, don't give them no bread, bro. Don't give them nothing. Nothing. Just, hey, we're not friends no more. You know what I'm saying? Your family members, if they treated you like shit throughout life, don't give them nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I can say, man, if you got a close-knit family, then yeah, you can share it, but not all of it. You know, give them a few crumbs. You know, if you got a close-knit family, but if your family members treated you like shit, don't give them nothing. I heard so many stories of people blowing up, hitting a huge jackpot, and then don't share with their family members because their family members treated them like the black sheep of the family. Like this one chick that won the lottery, I think she won like a few $1 million, man. Yeah, it was like a few million, bro. And her family members kicked in the door like ninjas and shit. Pow! Can we get some? But they treated her like the black sheep of the family, bro. They treated her badly. They even like went on the trip and didn't even tell her about it, man. That was kind of cold. That was fucked up. They went on a trip, a family trip, and didn't tell her about it. And she asked them like, hey, how come you didn't ask me to go on a trip, you guys? Go on a trip with you guys. They were like, we didn't think you wanted to go. I was like, ain't that a bitch? So when she hit that $2 million, man, they had their hands out and she said no. She brought up the trip that they didn't invite her on, you know, and then her father had the nerve to say, that's the family's money. No, it's not. Hell no. She didn't give them not a crumb of that money, bro. Now, it ruined the relationship with their, whatever relationship she had with her family. But that goes to show that, you know, success is a motherfucker, man. It's the best revenge that a man or a woman can get. It's about men and women too, not just men. Because this story was about a female. You know what I'm saying? But the best revenge is success, bro. Get in the bag, get in the loot. You feel what I'm saying? You know, only the loot can make you happy, man. You know, like that R. Kelly song. Only the loot can make me happy. Happy. Only the loot can make me happy. Happy. You know. You feel me? What's up with it? What's up with the Hawkins? It's not that cold out here, bro. It's about, I don't know, like 50 degrees or something like that. Maybe 49, 50, something like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, they can't stand to see you come up in this world, bro, and these people, you gotta separate yourself for good. Like there's certain friendships that you're gonna have to cut off, like for good, forever, once you get your success on, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Once you get your bread up, there's certain people you're gonna have to cut them out. You're gonna have to say, you know what, we ain't friends no more, and never talk to them ever again. That's it. No, we're not talking on the phone. We're not hanging out. No, because I got the money and you don't. I'm afraid of jealousy. That's what I'm afraid of. That you're gonna stab me in the back and try to steal from me and shit because you don't have it. Even if you give them a few $1,000,000, they're gonna blow through that and be back at your door again, bro. You know what I'm saying? So no. Once a shark smells blood, he gonna wonder where the rest at. You know? And once they smell it and taste it, oh, where's the rest? That wasn't enough. That wasn't enough. Blood is not enough. I need meat now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no. Yeah, they can't stand to see you come up, man, and shine. They hate that, bro. They like, nah, man, I can't believe this motherfucker is coming up. You know, I can't believe it. Nah, you know. He can't come up because I'm down here on the bottom. He got to stay down with me. He can't come up. Nah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Nah. And you know, the thing is, man, it hurts their soul too when they see you can come up and move on with your life and still have a normal life with a girlfriend, kids, family. They see that you got a chance still in life to do all of that, and their chance to do it is gone. It's like out the window. It's just not coming. You know, nature is very cruel when it comes to like women and fertility. You feel what I'm saying? Like once the bus is gone, once you miss that bus, there's not another one coming. Like us men, we could miss buses and stuff, and there's more coming. You know what I'm saying? But once women get over a certain age, the buses stop coming, and there'll be no more buses coming. So that means she's gonna have to be stranded wherever she is, wherever she was waiting for the bus at. She's gonna be stranded there for the rest of her life. There's not another bus coming for her. This one female that I'm beefing with. And she's mad about that. She's upset about that. That she has no more buses to get on. You feel what I'm saying? You know. There's no more buses coming for her. And you know, it's like the last fucking Twinkie in the world. And somebody ate it, and now you can't have no more Twinkies because they're not making anymore. Or the last Snickers in the world, the last candy bar Snickers that's ever been made, and the last one made, and somebody ate it, and then that's it. You missed out on Snickers for the rest of your life. They're not making it anymore. So you can never have another Snicker as long as you live. That's how it is, man. With this female right here. You feel what I'm saying? You know. And me and her were friends. I know what, I never wanted to fuck her, bro. She's ugly. Why would I want to touch that shit, bro? You feel what I'm saying? And give my kids bad genes? Are you fucking kidding me? You know what I'm saying? She's short. She's 5'2", 5'3". You feel me? She's 5'2", 5'3". She's sub 5. I wouldn't touch that, man. Especially when she takes off her fucking glasses. Oh, I can't believe Berto want to hit that, man. I'm like, Berto, what are you thinking, bro? Because me and Berto, we was talking one night, and I was like faded. I was tipsy, and I barely remember what we was talking about, right? Berto thought I had a thing for this raggedy bitch over here. You know, I'm gonna call her the dog lady, okay? She thought I had, he thought I had a thing for dog lady. And I said, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking, you see that girl over there in Starbucks, that young hot tenderoni right there? That's about a 6 in looks. Okay, you see her? That's that's called quality, my friend, not quantity. you're about you're about quantity. I'm about quality. Okay. I don't lay down with sub five women no more. I learned that with sub five stalkers. Don't do it. Don't do it. These bitches are nuts. And as you can see, I done uploaded 2 live streams with 2 sub five women cussing me out and going crazy because maybe because I don't want to hit it and I don't find her attractive. You feel what I'm saying? And she knows I'm not attracted to her, bruh. And I told her about, boobs, and you know, I know that hurts her feelings that I'm looking over her shoulder at another woman, but I'm not looking at her. No, you're ugly. Boobs is more attractive than you, and she's younger. She's like half your age. Why would I want to fucking be with you when I mean, you feel me? Why would I want to be with you when I could have like boobs? Nice young hot tenderoni. She got some big old breasts. You feel what I'm saying? Man, she be wearing that black shirt with the long sleeves, and them titties are sticking out the here, like fat titties. Like, god damn, I can see why I call you boobs. She ain't got much booty though. I seen it, it's there, but it's not like how I like it, but whatever. She's missed right now, okay? She ain't missed right, but she's missed right now. And you know what, bro? They can't stand to see you able to get young females and start a family. And they can't do the same. Nature is cruel with women in that way. You feel what I'm saying? Nature is cruel to women in that way. Meaning that at a certain time in her life, the buses will stop coming. There'll be no more buses. But us, we got, buses coming left and right all the way up until we die, bro. You feel what I'm saying? A man can start a family at 55, man. A lot of dudes go over there and do it, man. A lot of dudes go over to the Philippines and have children at 55 years old, bro. Sunshine showed us he's still having children, bro. He got a kid, what her name, Booby or whatever. You feel me? He had I think Booby's like around 5 or 6 or something. Well, he had her in his 50s, bro. He had Booby in her, what am I saying? He had Booby in his 50s, okay? His little daughter, Booby. You know what I'm saying? A woman can't do that, bro. A woman can't have children in her 50s, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Well, not without any birth defects, bro. I don't want my kid to come up retarded. You know what I'm saying? Or with some autism or some shit like that. Or somehow slow. You know what I'm saying? I want a healthy baby. And that's what young women can provide. They can provide healthy babies with no birth defects. You know what I'm saying? Just remember, guys, once you get your success on, bro, once you surpass the situation that you're in right now, the moment you come up, don't associate with your old friends who used to hang out with and shit like that, because the jealousy and the envy will appear. Maybe right now, because you're poor and they're poor, there's not much jealousy. But eventually when you get it, there's going to be some jealousy going on, man. That's why you got to make new friends and stuff after that, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, even if you talk about success, they can't stand to hear that, bro. My mother, she couldn't stand to hear me doing things in Brazil. I traveled to Brazil twice in my life. And she didn't even support that at all. Matter of fact, she stole from me, bro. My own mother. You feel what I'm saying? She stole $100 out of my little. I had it in a. Did I have it in the Altoids? I had it in one of those breath mint tiny containers. That's metal and steel or whatever. Had that hidden in my closet. Somehow she found it and snatched $100 from me, bro. I saved up money for Brazil, like a madman. I had a stack of hundreds like this. I think I had like only like 3 grand for 3 months in Brazil, and it was all three grand stack of hundreds like this. And she went in there and stole from me, bro, because she don't have no goals, no future, no plans, no ambition, none of that, bro. They don't have that. That's why we got to separate ourselves from these motherfuckers who don't have ambition, who don't have plans for the future, who don't have any type of like a way of getting out of their situation. They trapped like a rat, bro. A lot of these motherfuckers are trapped like rats, and they'll never make it out. That bitch right there, she'll never make it out, bro. That dog lady, she'll never make it out. This is a life sentence for her, bro. Just like a lot of men are serving a life sentence because they don't want to get out there and get the money on. They don't want to go out there and find success. They're serving a life sentence. Well, yeah, we got women out here that are serving life sentences too, bro. It don't apply to men, bro. It just don't apply to men. It applies to women too. You know what I'm saying? Women don't have no children, bro. By the time they get a certain age, nobody's gonna be checking for them, though. My homeboy Berto, he doing a life sentence, man. You know what I'm saying? He can't find a woman, bro. Motherfucker ain't got no teeth. You know what I'm saying? He be doing drugs sometimes. He be drinking from sun up to sundown. You know what I'm saying? Never get a chance to let his kidneys rest. Your kidneys and your liver can't take all that your whole entire life. You gotta let it fucking rest, bro. Even though I know that I gotta take a couple of days off from drinking so I could give my liver and my kidneys chance to repair themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm about to take 2 days off from drinking. Just 2 days and I'm good. You know what I'm saying? To give my kidneys and my liver a chance to recover. But these motherfuckers don't do that, bro. That dog lady, she don't do that. She won't make it to 50, bro. She's 43, she won't make it to 50. If she keeps drinking the way she's drinking. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just going off. I'm not even looking at the comment section shit. You know. So it's like this, bro. Look. People around you, if they want to keep you down, bro, you gotta let go of them. You can't hang around them no more. That's it. It's done for, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta know when to cut that shit off, bro. When you start seeing the haterade come to the surface, that's when you gotta say, okay, enough of you. Because I could see that you're gonna be here for the remaining years of your life and you'll never come out of this. You would never come out of this shit, bro. You'll be pushing that buggy and that cart full of animals for the rest of your life. Now, she's been out here for years already, bro. I think one dude tried to take her in, but he threw her out. I'm talking about this dog lady. He threw her back into the streets after about 3 months. Got rid of that raggedy bitch. Good riddance. So be aware of the haters that are disguised as friends, bro, around you. You feel what I'm saying? They're haters. I gotta drink water. And then you got motherfuckers who come around my channel. Oh, let me get some water, bro. They want to come around my channel and soft shoe hate me, throw little jabs and stuff. I know what time it is. I ain't stupid. You know. I ain't stupid. Just a dude out here, you know, making that money or getting the money, but you know, what can I say, man? The hater rate is real. Let me get out of here, man. Gotta drink some more water, man. I don't think I had enough water. Right now, my head is feeling dizzy and shit. I need to drink more water. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm dehydrated right now, man. That's what's going on. I felt really dizzy and stuff. I drank some water, but I feel better now. My chest started to hurt. Yeah, I'm dehydrated right now. I can feel my muscles like twitching and shit. Yeah, so man, the soft shoe hating, man, that's what I call it nowadays. When a motherfucker, they hating on you, but they don't really want to come out and say anything really disrespectful, but they doubt you. They prey on your downfall, you know. Dehydration is real, guys. Ugh. Yeah, I'm definitely dehydrated. Whew, I felt my head started spinning around over there, man. I didn't drink enough water, but I feel a little bit better now. I drank some water, man. You gotta drink plenty of water. Plenty of water. You know, they just want to see you fail out here, man. You know, I'm like, why you want to hate on me? What time is it? Yeah, because you're stuck. That's why, man. You know. All right, so let me get some more water, guys. I'll probably get back on here later because right now I gotta get water into my body real quick because I'm dehydrated. So I'll talk to you guys later. I'm out. Peace.